And before this video starts, always remember to
be who you are for your pride. Don't hide. I wanna let this moment die, 'cause it just gets me so far.
what it is, what's up, and what's poppin', my ZAïBAES, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Zay. Too kind, thank you. All right, so today I'm coming with y'all with my coming out story, because I did a poll on my spam. If y'all don't follow my spam, it is Diary of a Bored Black Male. Also follow my main page. Nope, that was my old one. Zay, yeah. And I put a poll on my spam, and I was like, what video I want to see next? And the coming out story was like the top rated one. So I was like, all right, fine. And I don't want to just sit here and just talk. I was gonna eat too, so or order me some Indian food. And this is my first time actually having Indian food like ever. So like, yeah, it's this place called Indian Grub Shack, I think. I'm gonna double check for our post. Yeah, I just DoorDashed this food. I had got me some shrimp butter masala, some naan bread, some vegetable samosas, and then this dessert. I forgot the name of it. Let me check. Gulab jamun. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, this is my first time ever having Indian food, and I'm actually like very, very excited. And it got here like very, very fast. So yeah, and this is what it looks like too. This looks fire. This looks so good. All right, so we're gonna pray first. Amen. All right, and now we're gonna try before I get into the story. So, gonna try a little bit of shrimp. Oh, they gave me some big shrimp too. I look, I'm gonna try it with the bread. But let me try this by itself first. I'm just all over the place. Oh, this is busting. Okay. Come on, y'all, this is hot too. So I'm gonna do percussions after this, but yeah. Okay, that's fire. That's fire. I love Indian food already. I ate my first meal. I feel like I'm gonna like Indian food regardless, because Indian food is like, I seen it in the video. It's like mainly vegan and vegetarian. So like most of the dishes are vegan and vegetarian, so I can eat Indian food regardless. So yeah. But yeah, let me get into the video. So, how do we start these? I don't know. I'm gonna start it how Isaiah is gonna start it. So, really, when I was younger, or like growing up, I always kind of knew I was a little different. Like I was a little odd, or like wasn't like everybody else, like the other boys, basically. And yeah, I don't know. Also, it wasn't it wasn't really easy growing up, you know, liking the same gender, especially in my Black Christian household. Was not accepted. So it's kind of hard for me like to discover myself in a way and like be comfortable with it. So I was growing up denying it and like denying who I was because of the beliefs that was taught to me. So that was kind of like the main part, or like the main factor of why I didn't come out sooner than I did, because I didn't come out till I was 18, about to graduate high school. My plan was gonna be to come out after graduation and then leave and go to college and be like, yeah, that's it. Just drop the bomb and leave. But it didn't happen like that. So this is just weird to talk about. It's not really weird to talk about. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I do, but I don't. But yeah, so we're gonna try this samosa. I think it's vegetable samosa, if I'm not mistaken. That's fire. I love Indian food. Ooh, it's like potatoey. I love that. Anyway, so I kind of always knew, but I didn't want to accept it. But I feel like that's how a lot of people who are identifying as anything in the LGBT community kind of felt at like a young age. Like I knew I was different. I just didn't know what or why I was feeling these emotions towards the same gender. And growing up in a Christian household, I was always taught that it's a sin. And so we have a little change of scenery because there's a lot going on downstairs. I think my dad trying to build a bed or something. But so if y'all hear any clacking or clinging in the background, that is him downstairs. And if you hear them raggedy dogs outside, that's them raggedy dogs outside. I didn't want to record up here because the dogs, and I want a different scenery for y'all, but things don't come my way. But anyway, as I was saying, growing up in a Black Christian household, it was kind of hard for me to kind of accept myself, if that makes sense. Like what, like I kind of knew, like growing up, I kind of knew that I was attracted to the same gender. Like I wasn't as attracted to women as I should have been. Like I was, like, don't get me wrong, I still love women. Like I wouldn't even necessarily call myself gay or anything like that either. But it was just I don't know. I just kind of always knew I wasn't 100% straight. Let me just put it like that. So growing up, I've had like girlfriends and stuff. Like I want to say I've dated 11 women. And I don't know, in those relationships, I just kind of always knew. I was like, yeah, this is cute and all for like the aesthetic of it all, but like, no, like it's just not for me. But hold on. When I come in Houston, this is gonna be my go-to spot because this is fire. I think I love Indian food now. But yeah, I kind of always knew that it just wasn't right. It didn't feel right. Like it didn't feel natural. Like the longest relationship I've been in with a woman was 5 months, and that was in middle school. And that was middle school was live. High school was the last time. Like freshman year was the last time I ever dated a girl, even though it wasn't dating for real. But yeah, I just kind of always, like, everybody else knew before me. So like being me, like I was, how do I put this? Growing up, I was always moving. So I was always known as a new kid anywhere I went. Like I went to like 5 or 6 different elementary schools and 2 different middle schools and 1 high school. So I was kind of used to being the new kid and like used to having to start over, having to meet new friends and all of this stuff. And with starting over and meeting new friends, you have that new group of people who don't know you and just see that perspective of you that like they see without like speaking to you. So like the way I was raised around a bunch of women. So I was naturally flamboyant and more out there, or like had more of like I guess you can call it a gay personality, which I just don't know how they got gay from that, but like without even speaking to me. But yeah, I was always assumed to be gay, assumed to be this, that, and the third. Like they knew I was gay before I knew I was motherfucker. Like like you knew something before I knew something. Like tell me something I don't motherfucker know. But yeah, it was the constant, oh, you gay? Are you gay? This, that, and third. This like everywhere I went, it was are you gay? He's gay. The bullying for being so flamboyant, the bullying for being so out there and so different than other boys. Might I just like, yeah, it just, I don't know. Anyway, I want to say the bullying and the constant asking, am I gay, is kind of what pushed me to believe that I was, if that makes sense. Like, for years, I mean literal years, I grew up denying it, denying all of the allegations. They'll be like, oh, you're gay. Me.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
But I was denying it because I knew that was wrong. Like, growing up, I was always taught being gay, that's a sin. You're gonna go to hell. And what I was taught about hell, that is the bad place. It's a fiery place. You're gonna be in for eternity. I'm like, well, shit. I can't take this Texas heat. I'm damn sure not gonna take no devil heat. Like, if it's hotter in hell than it is in Texas, then baby, I don't want no parts in that. Like, I don't want no parts. But it was just the constant, you're going to hell for being gay. Oh, you like men, you're going to hell. And it was always, that's the one thing I can't say about Christianity that I just don't like that a lot of Christians do. Like, they force that idea of, oh, you gay? Shit, damn you to hell. Don't forget the fact that you cheated on your wife, or you cheating on your wife. Oh, you're gay? Hell. Like, that's the biggest sin. That's the only sin that I hear about. But I'm not even gonna get into that in this video. But yeah, just growing up, I just knew I didn't want to be there. Like, I didn't want to go to hell. So I'm constantly praying the gay way. Basically, I'm constantly asking the Lord to take it away. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to do this no more. Like, I don't want to be a part of all of this. Like, it's just the constant telling me that I'm just going to hell, that it was a sin, this and third. Like, I didn't want to be a part of that. So for about, I want to say damn near 16, 17 years of my life, I was spending that time praying the gay way, trying to reverse something that wasn't reversible, basically. So it was all my life, basically. I spent all my life denying my true self because of the ideas of society and religion that these ideas that they placed in my head made me think that what I was doing was wrong, when in actuality I wasn't doing anything wrong with myself. Like, my God-given sexuality, and everybody was putting that that it's a choice, you can do this and the third, when in actuality it's really not a choice. Like, y'all think I would choose to be a double minority? Gay, a triple minority, gay, black, and a male. You think I'd ask for that? Like, no, there's so much going on, like the noises and everything, but ignore it. But yeah, I basically spent half my life denying who I was because society told me that I couldn't be that, and society told me that if I was this specific thing, then this would happen to me, and I didn't want that happening to me. So it took a very, very long time for me to finally accept who I was, and it took me to meet a couple of people and meet some new people and meet there's so much going on in this house today. Like, I don't know why they chose to do all of this noise and stuff when I started to record. But anyway, one thing. But yeah, it took a very long time for me to finally accept myself. I want to say I didn't accept myself until I was about 17 or 18. And that's really sad to say, because I was basically forced by society to not like the biggest part of myself, like not like what made me me. Like, because society didn't like it, I didn't love it. And it took 18 years for me to finally be true with myself, to be honest with myself, to be like, nigga, you can't change this. Like, there's nothing that you can do to change the fact that you like this gender. Like, don't let society tell you who you can and cannot love. And that's one of the biggest life lessons that I've ever had to learn, is life is too damn short for you to not love who you love or not love who loves you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, forget what society thinks, forget what your friends think, forget what who said, she said, who cares? life is too short for you not to be happy. Like it's just that simple. Life is too short for you not to be happy. And if everybody else can be happy in their straight relationship, why can't you be happy? Just as happy as in your gay relationship or your same-sex relationship. Like, why does having to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community mean that I have to be unhappy for all of my life because you don't like what I like? Because you don't accept me for who I am. I accept me for who I am. That man upstairs accepts for who I am. So why should I have to spend the rest of my life unhappy because you don't like something? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it took me a very, very long time to realize that and be one with myself and be like honest with myself. And I hate that it took that long. I hate that it took 18 years for me to finally be like, fuck society. Like, it took me too damn long. I hate that it take that long. And I hate that it's taking other people too. I'm not the only one that this is happening to or happened to. That's why I'm making this video. Because I know some little boy, some little girl, some trans boy, some trans girl out there that can relate to what I had gone through. And they're probably going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing because I'm a Christian myself, don't get me wrong. But one thing I can say about the Christian community from what I've seen and what I've experienced growing up is it's a very toxic community, depending on which one you're in. Because like I know not everyone is like that, but the ones that I've met personally and the ones that I've dealt with and continue to deal with in life are very toxic and continue to project their own beliefs and stuff onto you because it's something that they don't like. Like, it's really weird to me that I can't be happy in my gay relationship, but you can be happy in your straight relationship. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if I'm happy with who I love and we both love each other, why can't I be just as happy as you in your straight relationship as I am? Like, it's just really weird to me. But it really took me a long time to get to where I am right now. And I really hate that it took me this long. It just... I don't know. But I got off topic. But there's nothing new. You can also catch me getting off topic in my podcast, Diary Everywhere Black Male. But yeah, anyway. So like I said, I didn't come out till I was 18 in high school, and it was like 2 weeks before graduation. So rewind to February, my birth month. So I want to say like a few days before my birthday, my dad had called me, and he like I just randomly asked something because I was turning 18. So he was like, "You're growing up, basically just asking, what am I? Like, nigga, I know you ain't straight. Like, I know you ain't, like, I feel like that's what it was. But yeah, I just basically, first I came out as bisexual to everybody. And technically I was lying, but I'll get into that later. But I told him I was bisexual, like I like men and women or whatever. And he was like, okay, but he said he understood it and he accepted it, but he didn't. That's just the gag of it all. He said he did, but he didn't really understand. I guess he was one of those people, that person who was like, it's a choice, this and third, which is kind of everybody. Like, everybody thinks that it's a choice. Like, no, I didn't ask to be a triple minority. Like, the fuck? But, anyway, yeah, he had asked that, and yeah, it just went on from there. It was, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you, our relationship was kind of rocky at first because it was just the misunderstanding of it all. So yeah, but then flash forward May. It was in May. Flash forward to May, 2 weeks from our graduation. I was at school with my friends, and I was like, I want to tell my mom and my sister that I'm bisexual. And my friends was like, just tell them. I was like, but y'all don't understand. It's not that easy. And that's another thing. Like, people expect for you to just come out and tell your whole family and friends, I'm gay, y'all.
Oh my God, you for real? No, you for fake. No, you for real. You lying.
Child, please, I wish it was that motherfucking easy, but like, especially growing up the way I grew up, like in a Black Christian household, people constantly telling us it's a sin, you're going to hell, da 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 da, you can't do this, you can't do that, liking this gender is bad, da da da. Just like, you know, getting that constant reminder that I'm going to hell if I like this gender. Like, I'm constantly like, hell no, I don't want to be like that. No, I don't want to. It made it 10 times harder for me to accept myself, and it made it 10 times harder for me to tell people that I finally accepted myself. Like, I'm done listening to what the hell y'all saying, like what y'all beliefs are and what you think I should be. It just 10 times harder, like trying to go against everything that they stand for, especially your family. So it's not easy. It's not just easy just I've been telling somebody that you like boys. You know, there are gonna be questions, there are gonna be people that don't understand, there's gonna be people that just anyway. So I was in class with my friends, and I was like, I want to tell them that it was like, okay, well, just tell them the message. I was like, what do I say though? And my friend had typed up a little message, and I was terrified to send it. I was like, I don't want to do it. Like, it's just all of these years of being told that this is wrong, and the years of people telling me that they didn't raise no sissies in the house and stuff like that. Like, it was hard. And that was the hardest thing about telling my dad, because like growing up, it was always we don't raise no sissies, you don't do this, you are a man, da 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 da, this and the third. Casey did raise a sissy.
This one has a little sweetness to it.
But anyway, but no, it was just kind of hard for me because I just my friend ended up sending the message, and the response I got back was better than what I expected. And not only it was because my sister, she already knew, because she followed me on like Snapchat and Instagram and stuff like that, so she kind of knew I was like. But yeah, she already knew all of that stuff, because I basically already came out to my social media and my friends before. Like, I already told them. Like, I told them that I was telling them in a way. But yeah, I already had told them, and it was hard for me to tell my family. So she already kind of knew, because she followed me on social media, but my mama didn't know. She was like, I kind of suspected, but I still have questions. So it was an easier response. Like, I don't know. But yeah. So I get home that day. Of course, she had the questions. She was like, how long, and da-da-da-da. She basically asked me why. And I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what to say at that time. But like, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have been like, how do you know you like men? One of the things I can't say a lot of people don't understand either is would be like, why would you choose to do this? Like, why would you do? I didn't choose this. Like, you know you like men, only men, and I know I like more than just shit. Men, women, trans women, just like I'm technically pansexual, but I didn't realize that until like earlier this year, or like really early, like late last year, because like I was like, I know I'm not gay. I know I'm not bisexual. Like, I also don't like labels either. So this was also harder for me, because I didn't like labels before. Like, I don't like being labeled as one thing. I don't like being labeled as this or that or this and the third. Like, da, da, da. So yeah, I don't know. But the process was actually easier for me than it is for other people. Than it actually was. It was scary because of how I grew up, but it was also easier than I thought it was gonna be. Like, the response was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I thought it was gonna be a whole, oh, you can't do this, we didn't raise no this and the third. Like, I thought I did good. Like, I thought I was gonna have one of those moments. And like, watching other people's coming out stories, like watching how other people's parents have responded to them coming out to them was kind of scary for me, because I was like, okay, what if I get kicked out for this and this and the third? But then I was like, well, shit, if I knew it was this, I would have came out at 16. Because I think I knew. when I was like 16, 17. But I didn't want to accept it because of the beliefs that I grew up with. And I really hate that people are going through this or have gone through what I've gone through. So one of the biggest things that I want to say to anybody that is currently going through what I've gone through, or have gone through what I've gone through, or like thinking about coming out or any of that. One, you don't have to tell nobody a goddamn thing. That's the first thing. You don't have to tell anybody shit. You don't have to tell nobody nothing. I chose to tell people because I felt like it was time. I didn't want to hide anymore. But you don't have to tell anybody anything. Like, you don't physically have to tell anybody anything. Like, you don't have to let those words, I'm gay, I'm bisexual, I'm this, come out of your mouth. You can just pop out with your man. Or hell, just change the way you dress. And then people will know. They'll know. But I felt like it was needed at that time, because all of those years, like 18 years of me denying myself. And I was like, okay, I'm finally stepping into my truth. It's a new chapter in my life. Like, I'm finna just fuck it. But yeah, it was a long journey. It was a very long, like, I don't think it should have took 18 years for me to say anything or be comfortable with myself. It shouldn't have taken that long. That's one thing I can't say. Like, it should not have taken 18 years for me to finally be okay with who I am. And it only took 18 years because 18 years of my life I was told that it's not okay to be who I am and love who I love and all of this stuff. So yeah, I also came out to social media as well. Like, I did the whole paragraph thing, but that's not needed. I don't think I needed to tell social media anything. Like, at that time, yes. But now that I've matured and stuff like that, I wouldn't do that. It's just not something that I would do right now because it's nobody's fucking business. Like, it also sucks that we, as the LGBTQ plus community, we have to verbally say, oh, I'm gay. Or we have to come out and be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. But the straight community, they're not telling their parents they're straight. Like, you don't see no straight person coming to their parents with a motherfucking girlfriend and be like, oh, by the way, I'm straight. Like, it's annoying, but at the same time, like, it's weird. But it's also, it sucks that we have to go through what we have to go through because society doesn't like people being happy that aren't straight heterosexuals. That's neither here or there though. But also, this food is really, really good. Like, busting good. But yeah, my story isn't really interesting, but I do know somebody out there is going to relate to what I just said. I know I did kind of ramble, go on like a little tangent, but like, I'm very passionate about this topic, and I'm very passionate about people being true to themselves and not worrying about what society says or what society thinks, because fuck society. Like, literally, fuck society. Who cares? They not living in your skin. Society is not living with you. Society is not living with that guilt. Society isn't living with this big rock on your back. Like, you don't understand how much of a weight was lifted off my shoulders after telling people, after 18 years of hiding it and denying it, and people constantly telling me that I am this thing that I did not want to be, and me praying it away, and this, that, and the third, and me seeing that God wasn't taking this away for a reason. God wanted me to walk in my truth. He wanted me to be who I wanted to be, who I needed to be, who I am. And there was no changing that. And nobody else is gonna make me change that. Like, no matter how much I cried at night, no matter how many times I prayed it away, no matter how many times I denied it and dated women and this and the third, like, it just wasn't going away. I am who I am and I live who I am. Simple. And I want everybody who is watching this, even if you aren't a part of the community, love who you are. Be unapologetically yourself. Either if you gay, straight, trans, non-binary, anything. Be who you are. Be 100% who you are. Like, love who you want to love. Life is too damn short to be worried about what the next bitch has to say about you and your relationship. And yeah, just fuck society. I cannot stress that enough. Forget what anybody else thinks. Simple. And If anybody who is watching this is a part of the community and is going through what I've gone through or have gone through what I've gone through, please don't be shy to text me or message me in my DMs. Again at ZAïBAES, and it'll be in the description also. I'm always down to talk, especially about stuff like this, because I'm very passionate, because I've gone through the trauma, the pain, the crying, the praying, all of this stuff. So if y'all want to talk, I'm here. So yeah. Also, before I leave, I want to try these things on camera. This is really hard to open and I'm getting angry. What do they look like? They said they're like dough balls and like sugar. So we're gonna try it. Oh, that's fire. Oh, that's real fire. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, this place gonna be seeing me again. Every time I'm in Houston, I love this food. Like any food, 10 out of 10 would recommend. But also, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you don't miss an upload. And new videos every single Sunday. Yeah, so until next time you want to step into my world, I'll see y'all later. Bye.